now by the authority vested in me by the state of Illinois, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Your boy's a bad man, and we invading the streets, make them clap a rapper skirt, they be dropping the heat, shock the world, now I'm standing alone. I flip fools like them clamshell cellular phones, you can't help but nod your head to the track. Fuck the watered down rap, we be taking it back, give it to me straight, ain't no chasing it, check yourself in the mirror, ain't no facing it, cause you playing the role and you planning to fold, it's the master plan, we got the planet on hold, we all over the streets.
Okay, well, we have a request podcast here from a viewer named Jake Rice. He wanted us to talk about Global Force Wrestling some more.
I'm definitely down with that. We also have some rumored signings. We have Rhino, Elijah Burke, which most people remember him as the Pope, Lance Hoyt, Matt Morgan, Ezekiel Jackson, which actually is interesting because he was released a couple weeks ago from WWE.
That's weird because he hasn't been on TV since like the core.
Yeah. Then you got Sanjay Dutt, Rob Conway, and Brooke Tessmacher.
Those are all people that Jake has said that have rumored to be talking with Jarrett, and that actually excites me because mixed with the Mexican AAA talent, it's interesting.
The one thing I'm really excited about is the fact that because of how good TNA was when Jarrett first had it, what do you think he could do now that he has the power of network TV, he has people behind him now that he's an established name, as opposed to back in 2002?
Yeah, I don't know because he was a real innovator.
Yeah.
With his ideas of the six-sided ring and the X Division, X Cup.
Because in 2002, people only knew him as Jeff Jarrett, the guy that
broke 10,000 guitars.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they knew him as.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they knew who his dad was, of course. I'm sure a lot of people out there, I mean, obviously, they're definitely interested. I mean, look at the views we've got on our video. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I really appreciate all these people tuning in and, you know, I mean, I'm sure we're not the first people to report on it.
No, but we created the podcast to share with other people that are interested in topics.
I mean, we spoke to a colleague of ours this weekend at your wedding.
Yes.
And we're like, hey, did you know that Jeff Jarrett was making a new promotion? He had no idea.
No. It's still really, hot news right now.
Yeah.
It's like people are finding out about it more and more every day.
I follow Jeff Jarrett on Twitter along with his wife. And I follow them every day and check their Twitters to see what new news has come up.
We don't really know anything, but we kind of do. He's hinting towards network deals.
Right.
He's, in business with guys that have done NBC shows, and he's taking pictures with all these different people at every show he goes to, going around all these indie feds, even ones that we know of.
Whenever I think of Jeff Jarrett, I don't think of him as TNA Jeff Jarrett or WCW Jeff Jarrett.
You think of him as those stupid streamer tights?
Yes, I think of the stupid streamer tights with the cowboy hat, the two giant J's, and the light-up sunglasses. I actually have that figure at home from 1994.
Complaints once in a sometimes the guys say we're not showing enough of his highlights or his sport, and the time the wrestlers came in, they were a little miffed.
Where are my highlights? Yo, Miller, you know that wrestling's the #1 television sport in terms of demographics?
Oh, sure, I knew that. Everybody knows that, don't they?
It's those Greco-Roman wrestling guys. They're a bunch of sissies. You guys are great.
Of course it's real. I mean, if it's up to me, we're running these highlights every night on SportsCenter. Aesthetically, there's a problem with it. If something that's technical stuff, the camera angles that you use are...
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You boys a bit bored? Snap into it! Snap into a Slim Jim! Tear to the spice! Beefy juicy taste! Hey, nice! Antique! Snap into it! Need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim!
People have always been very interested in the lucha Japanese style as well, because it's very fast paced it's something you don't see every day.
I like watching a show better when the cameras have to keep up with the action.
Yeah.
Not when you watch WWE and it's like a 5-minute pose off.
Yeah, because like with the lucha match, and I've been to a promotion called Chikara. You don't leave the room. In order for you to see the whole match, you got to sit on your couch or your chair and watch the whole thing. With WWE, a lot of the matches, you can come back 10 minutes from now, they're still doing the same shit.
Yeah, it was sad because WrestleMania was like that.
Yeah.
I left the room for a bit and I said, did I miss anything? You're like, no.
I literally went in the other room and was like making a sandwich.
Yeah.
And came back in and was like, oh, yep, right where I left off. I guess the thing that we're all really kind of salivating over is, what does this mean for the wrestling industry as a whole?
And is televised wrestling in the hands of Jarrett now with WWE wanting to get out of cable? Because now on Raw, the commentators are telling you now that the pay-per-views are not available on DirecTV. Not available on, you can only get it on the network.
Yep.
And it's only a matter of time until the television fades out of WWE and it's up for grabs.
Yeah, eventually, if that happens and Jarrett does indeed get a deal with NBC, holy crap. I mean, that's
a game
That's
changer.
huge.
Yeah, what I love about Global Force Wrestling, and I really don't want this to be a flop at all, it's almost like we are living in history right now. We have saw the birth of the network, and now another big promotion might take the cable mantle.
I remember the day that I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, I will always remember the day. I mean, it's monumental. Hopefully this Global Force company will build stars.
Hopefully, yeah.
We'll be able to see guys we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, 2 things I want from Global Force Wrestling. 1, for Jarrett not to have this promotion just to put over his buddies.
Yes.
And 2, become more of like a sport again.
Okay.
Not AWA sports.
Right.
Where that was just completely boring. Like Fox Sports Net TNA era. If you want a company for the wrestling fan, be as different than WWE as you can possibly be.
Right.
That's all I ask for Jeff Jarrett.
We're definitely in need of it. I hate to sound cliche, but save us, Jeff Jarrett.
Yes.
Save us from this mediocrity of wrestling, if you want to call it that. We really appreciate Jake Rice for asking us to talk more about it, and as more details unfold, we will be updating our listeners on what's going to happen.
Yep, and this is just proof that if you comment and ask us to talk about something, we will be more than happy to make an entire podcast
absolutely.
about it.
This is for the people. You know, this is, if you have a comment, suggestion, feel free.
Gentlemen, as you know, the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck it. It's publicly stated that, damn it, who put that up? Is that $200 an hour?